Am I too nice here? Maybe I need to lower my standard on the death penalty, but none of these seem like things I would murder for. Hello everybody and welcome back to what I believe to be the 12th episode of We the Weather Revolution. Now, in the last episode, a new form of trial was unlocked. Well, not really trial. We now get these postcards, let's call them, of a case, and we just immediately, without a trial, have to sentence these people to life or death. Well, sentence to life may not be the correct way of saying it, but Also, we are in a very low stance with the aristocrats. We are very good with the common folk, though, and we are quite good with the revolutionaries. So we wanna really get some aristocrat love in there. I don't really know how the judging works here. We will always have to rule in favor of the aristocrats, though. They are really close to murdering us. It only says here aristocrats. I assume this is who he's aligned with, and if we let him go free, the aristocrats will like us more and everyone else will hate us. I assume that this is how it goes, but I did not get a chance to try this yet. Also, I want to point out, I do realize there is no music in the background. There hasn't been it for a while for most of the titles. I'm not taking the music out. There just isn't any in the game. If you guys want some background music, you can either put it on yourself or you can tell me. I can put some in the background that I would find fitting. There's quite a few. I was looking around and I find quite some mostly classical music that I could put in the background. Since I don't monetize these videos, I can do that and they would be claimed by whoever owns that music, and I think that would be a nice way of handling it. But obviously I would have to know your opinion on that. Also, you would probably get to see ads then, because whoever owns the music rights gets to put their ads in front. Anyway, there are new spaces in the hierarchy. Namely Pache, the mayor of Paris and outspoken supporter of the Girondins. He achieved his status by slowly climbing the career ladder to the sound of a wildly spinning moral compass. He does not shy away from gambling and engages in any profitable venture presented to him. For a share of profits, he would befriend the devil himself. He sounds like a good guy, doesn't it? And Anton himself, he knows the law as well as the tribunal's judges. This fact is considered by many to be the only thing keeping him alive in light of the numerous accusations of corruption and treason against him. Even more important, however, is his ability to deliver fiery speeches that result in the dismissal of all potential charges. His rivalry with Robespierre has become the talk of the town, and their official relationship are often referred to as harsh friendship. Basically, that counts for everyone here. Everyone is basically hates each other. Okay, with all of that being said, we have very good. Excuse me, been a long game. Everyone here has a very good relationship with us. Our family likes us. We do have the position in the hierarchy, and the minister that fled for 3 more days has given us terrible counters. Anyway, let's get started. The laundress Corinne Charnin killed her neighbor Phil Portier with a kitchen knife. The tragedy took place in Chardin's apartment. She claims that Chardin had attacked her, but there are neither witnesses nor evidence to prove it. And it says here aristocrat. I don't know how this works. But then, are there any... Okay, so she was found. She had killed him. But he might be evil herself. How does this work? If I put her here. Oh, okay, I see. But I see here that the aristocrats actually like us more than they dislike us, right? Oh, I can change it once I place it though. Like this, that is final. Once the name is placed, it's final. That is something we really want to keep in mind. I did not know that. Again, this is all new to me. I apologize. I probably would have placed it here anyway, because it sounded like... Okay, there were no extenuating circumstances for her, but there also was no way to prove that he was murdered, right? It was... He was just found dead, and she was like, yeah, I killed him, but that was self-defense. So I probably would have done that anyway, right? Anyway, because there also was no reason why she would have killed him. It was just in her apartment, he was found dead. And she said, yeah, he broke in, he tried to hurt me, boom. Anyway, next question. 3 young aristocrats, Maël Duret, Gilbert Boisselot, and Luc Libat, almost drank themselves into a stupor. Being in a state of intoxication, they dug up a fresh grave, dragged out the corpse of a convict, threw him on a cart, and drove around Paris yelling, look, he's lost his head for the revolution. They are obviously assholes. They are absolute bastards, but do we murder them for that? Like, if there was prison, I'd say you should go to prison for this. But do you need to kill him? I say we let him go. Also, it makes sense for us here. So we're gonna let him go. Oh wow, this time we took a harsher hit than last time. Lucas Rapaz and Bruno Bozonnet broke into the house of Marquis de Rovrouille? I'm not sure. Tied his butler to a chair and beat him for a few hours in an effort to make him tell them where his master was hiding the gold. When they realized he wouldn't talk, they took silver cutlery from the kitchen and ran away. So basically, they definitely are thieves. They definitely are guilty. Apparently. Actually, they're not definitely guilty. We don't really know. There's no trial here. We don't know who's guilty. They are accused of having done this. But the butler probably saw him. Let's see the next person. Ebon Monet, a young wealthy merchant, drove his cabriolet into a storefront. Several customers inside the shop were injured by slivers of glass. The culprit did not try to run away. He was so drunk that he lost consciousness right after the incident. Again, that's an accident, but it was drunk driving. If he had been sober and it would have been a full-on accident, I'd say acquittal. Since he was drunk, I'd say prison. But do we kill someone for drinking this much? Do kill someone for getting pissed drunk? Because the problem here is he was no longer capable of making a rational choice, right? If he's this drunk, he was not clear of mind when he got behind the wheel. So you probably would have to throw in jail the bartender or whatever. But again, this does not feel like a let's kill him kind of thing. Cédric Compère, a 12-year-old, knocked over a woman passing by, ruining her dress. The boy found it very entertaining. He was then chased by the victim's husband. When caught, he tried to blame his younger friend, who according to witnesses had nothing to do with the incident. It's a 12-year-old boy that threw garbage or mud, something. Well, he ruined the dress. He might have ripped it, actually. But he damaged a dress. I'm not gonna kill a 12-year-old boy over damaging a dress. Edouard Abadi, a tavern keeper, has been accused of adding dried conifer needles to his sausages. The truth came out when one of his clients, Joseline Monteil, noticed that they tasted strange. The enraged innkeeper tucked him off his stool and threw him out of the building. Again, so he put something disgusting in the sausage. Are we killing people for that? I don't think so. I don't think I want to kill people for that. Am I too nice here? Maybe I need to lower my standard on the death penalty, but none of these seem like things I would murder for. This is the closest. This and maybe they dug up a fresh grave thing, where I would say, yeah, they need to be guillotined for this. They're basically two very brutal assailants. That was break-in and torture. Is what they did. It was break-in and torture. That is the closest thing to a death penalty. Also very interesting, I find that the aristocrat Robespierre just made this new law, but that there's no more prison, and almost all of these were his people. They were almost all his. This is break-in with torture. It's definitely the closest to this. But do we want that? Do we want to kill? You know what? I'm gonna throw it in here so we see what happens. Just because it's a video game. let's throw him in here and see what happens. I assume it's the same the other way around. So in this case, they like us less than, and those two like us more. That doesn't really make sense because then the revolutionaries would be the lowest denominator for us. But anyway, we're going to try it because of the torture part. And I think because in the future we'll probably have to sentence people for less to death. But honestly, actually, how about we also let him go? You know what? But I want to let him go. That's the problem. We don't have prison. But if we acquit them, they're free people. They are free people if we let them go, right? And they need to be punished. They need to go to jail. And since we can't send them to jail, I think we have to execute them. Because you can't let them run free. The next thing they do is they break into someone else's house and do that. See, two of the other cases were being drunk. Where I think if you're drunk and you hurt people because you crashed your chariot into a thing, you might learn from that. I'm not saying you will, but you might. Like, I see how that might stop you. That child, I hope the parents do something. But they are adult torturers. You know what? We're doing this. Is it just me, or did we just gain way more than we lost here? And maybe just because they moved against each other. Okay, anyway. Let's do this. This was actually really good for us. We really got the aristocrats back. Also because I'm too nice, I think. I think we need to change that in the future. Probably eventually the game will go like, oh, I see you're not executing as your fellow tribunal judges. What's that? Thank you. Even the least powerful deserves justice. Most of them were aristocrat. And this wasn't justice. There was no trial. I just read what they were accused of. And the harsher it sounded what they were accused of, I decided. So, okay. With that being said, I think that's it for the day. I don't have to fill anything in. Let's keep going. Can I be honest and say that while this was extremely unfair and everything, that was actually more fun than quite some of the other things we've done in this game so far. What do I have on Pache? What do you have on Pache? Many others, he was profiting from the Roland's whorehouse. When you cut them off, it was decided that Pache would arrange your assassination. The mayor has strong allies, Danton being one of them, so we cannot simply attack him. We need to target his family. Pardon? I heard rumors that his daughter is in a relationship that many would consider unacceptable. She is involved with another woman, and moreover, the said a lady consults with Muscadins. Muscadins? If you use that knowledge, Paget will begin to make mistakes, terrified that the scandal could be brought to light. His allies will notice and lose faith in him. Will that be enough? Only if you gain his trust first. He must be convinced that you know nothing about his involvement in the attempted assassination. I have a plan, but first we need to do something about the whorehouse taken over by the Roland. Am I missing something? We are obviously past the judge phase, right? We're past the proof stage. Why don't I just put him before the tribunal and, well, throw him in prison or execute him? We know he's involved in the assassination. We can use that. Why do we have to drag his daughter into this? Why is that? Page loves gambling. All right. We might as well choose the statue, right? Or the trial. Everyone loves us except for Daddy, and I don't want to do the Daddy thing because it pulls those two down, puts him up, but he'll fill out. I don't think that this makes sense. I don't understand how they can hate me for spending an evening with a grandfather. That makes no sense in my head again. I think we'll do the statue thing. We still get everyone's bonuses, I think. I think we still get everyone's bonuses. Also, sorry if you just heard my phone go off there. That was very unprofessional. And here we go. We've gotten another sector. We've gotten another sector. We've gotten another sector. Ooh, at this point, we are taking over sectors at quite a speed. Unfortunately, we will need him to quell this once it is turned around. I can't fight him though. We've tried that. I can't put anyone in there. Support the construction. Everyone works harder because we did that. Inspection is coming through. As officials will come to assess the progress made on the monument. Try your best to impress them. Oh, okay. A bruiser is fighting my spy. Can I put him in here to help my spy a little bit out here? How about that? He's unlocking the sector now. How about instead you unlock this sector? Where are the... Can I zoom around? No. Is the mob gone? I don't see the mob anymore. We'll try unlocking this sector. And then taking it over. I'm unlocking this because if I unlock this one instead, they can't reach it. I think they can only move too far. Intrigue. What's going on here? Nicolas Paget, the assassins who tried to take your life must have been paid by someone, and everything points to the mayor of Paris. He is too cautious to let you attack him. You must catch him off guard. We need 4 successes to win and 7 to get a bonus. Let's choose an action. Let Henriot manage the brothel. Paget likes to gamble and flaunt his money. We should expand the brothel activities and include games of cards and dice. I know how much you like the latter. Commander Henriot will be responsible for security. Page must feel safe with us. Or let David manage the brothel. If you want to lure Page... I think it's Page. I don't think you speak the E. If you want to lure Page, you must do so with class. The brothel taken from Roland would be the perfect trap, but we will still have to make it even more luxurious by adding gambling to the range of attractions it offers. Dice, for example. As an artist, David will surely add a certain extravagance that will tempt even an idler like Page, and he will not expect it. Why do I have to run the brothel? I don't want to be a pimp. There has to be another way. I think, honestly, I don't like this. I don't like that I'm not running the brothel, especially because apparently that's against the law. So I'm making myself vulnerable here. I don't like that. That's especially because we know the conditions of the brothel and how the women were treated and stuff. I don't want to be a part of that, but I don't think the game lets me around that. And to be honest, I kind of forgot who David is. I know Henriot, but who is David? Why does it say meeting with the mayor? I'm going to let Henriot manage it. I don't know. I forgot who David is. I'm gonna have to read up on that. Oh, this is tomorrow. Okay. Sure. In order to make him believe that we do not know his life. Okay. I think this is it. Let's go here. Fortunately, the fellow will go up now. The rate at which the statue is constructed. How is it only constructed 6% so far? How is it only constructed 6%? We've been working on it we've worked ourselves. It says it is constructed 6% per day. We've worked on it ourselves. And it still says 6%. What? No, we don't actually need to spend more time with our family here. Okay, I spend them. God damn it. It says 6%, but we are at only 6%. I don't understand it. We need it to be... I'll have to check in tomorrow. But we've been working on it forever. It just doesn't increase. And it should be increasing by 6 per day. I don't get it. If you know what went wrong, do let me know. Alright, and here's the next day to Alexis Fidele. I've been told that you wish to have an urgent meeting and talk about the suspects of your attempted assassination. I'm more than happy to discuss it. Long live the Republic. Jean-Nicolas Pache, whatever. We do have news and everything, but I think we'll make a cut here, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next episode. Have a good one. Bye bye.